You should be well used to the mic.
No, I'm not.
Now, I'm being honest with you now because I know you. If you start drifting away from the microphone, I will put your head through a wall.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen,
well.
Sean.
I know well.
But you're well used to the microphone.
I would have been used to it, like with oil boy and stuff. Like,
Because I've went to Sean's fan club gathering and you have got up and had a few sing songs. You do that every year.
no, not every year. Like,
You do.
I try not to, but he'd always sort of make me get up. Like, not too.
Thanks
not
for the drink.
No bother.
That was good of you.
Least I could do.
I'd say since you came down, have I got up on you more than you've got up on me?
I'd say you've got up on me more than I've got up on you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Maybe.
No, sure, I got your food the other night.
Oh, you did?
You did. So we're kind of even.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting robbed.
Yeah, you're coming out the worst.
Yeah, so when you were a young lad,
Yeah.
and Sean is having his fan club gathering years, isn't he?
Sure. He's bringing people, what, 20, 28 years, 29 years?
And even since you were a young lad, did he get you up, you and Amy?
Yeah.
Always for a little song.
Always a blanket on the ground.
And you never cared.
She didn't care when you were younger, like, got more embarrassing as she got older.
But you still do it.
Still do it,
So for anyone who doesn't know, this is one of the Lads Night In series, only he doesn't drink.
No.
How come you never drink?
Because the old boy didn't just
Never bothered.
No.
You don't need drugs and drink to have fun.
No.
When you were a young lad,
Yeah.
right, and you grew up in Lifford, Donegal.
Yeah.
So you weren't really down around us.
Not a lot, no. I would have came down during summer, like, and
But
stayed
just
a good
for a
bit with
few
Sharon.
days. But when you were a young lad, you fully grew up there.
Up in north,
So you never really would have been immersed in the timber.
No, not at all, I'd say. Sure, no, I never even knew what a timber machine was like. Like, I used to go with Barry on the lorry, and I didn't know where
When you came down on your holidays.
Aye.
And did you like it?
Sure, I loved the crack with Barry, like, it was good at crack. You know yourself when you have people there, and I went with you then when you were working for Pat.
I remember, right, when you were a little baby,
Yeah.
right, and I remember holding you in my little arms, looking at you, thinking, hope that Willie gets bigger. No, I'm only joking. It didn't. No, but it's mad, like, so you grew up, did you like school?
I didn't mind it, like.
There was only two in your family.
Me and Amy.
And your father is my brother, the singer.
Mm-hmm.
So you're obviously my nephew.
Yeah.
So they say anyway. And when you were in school, did you like it?
I enjoyed it, like. It wasn't bad, like. I didn't despise being there or anything, like. But I never really knew what I wanted to do, like.
And did your mum and dad think they knew what they wanted you to do?
I think the boy always knew, like, I wasn't going to be a singer anyway, you know.
Did he want you to?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was something he wanted for us anyway, me or him.
And so you left school.
Yeah, I went to college, I'd say. Done engineering.
How'd that go? How?
Sure, I finished it, like.
First day of engineering, what are you engineering? What are you doing?
Very little, like. First day of engineering, we all sat in, they were like, there's a lot of mathematics in this, and about 10 people got up and left.
Really? And did you studied that?
I stayed at them for, 3 years?
Oh, Sean used to be telling me you were going to be an engineer.
I was.
And you used to be coming down on your holidays and you were showing an awful lot of interest in the machines and the lorries.
Yeah.
And I used to say to Sean, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No, I love the thought of it. I love the thought of the machines.
So, your first job out of did you leave that course?
No, I finished that up, like.
And what job did you get?
Mummy wouldn't let me leave.
What? Mummy. Mummy.
She wouldn't let me leave it.
Your accent is, you have a lovely accent. Donegal accent is a nice accent. But I can't get my head around the mummy.
I don't know either.
Now, people probably think that it's very bogger. We say mammy.
Yeah.
And some people say mum.
Should you say fodder?
Father, yeah.
Fodder.
Wait, what's the difference?
Just
Tomato.
old boy.
You call it your lad.
Old boy, Shawn Michael.
The double barrel name that we always grew up calling him Shawn Michael. I thought
Sure,
it was
I'm
just
Shawn
one
Michael
name.
as well, like.
That must be a nightmare.
I haven't got post in years.
He gets all your posts.
Nah,
So when
bank
you
statements.
get stuff in Ann Summers and
Yeah. No,
strap-ons,
I buy
gimp
gets it,
masks. The old guy gets.
Doesn't know the difference.
It's a crack they're having is 90.
Unbelievable.
You know, in the golden years of their life.
Mm.
It's mad. So you left the college and your first job
Was a Now Boys band.
doing?
Played piano.
I did that for a while myself.
Yeah.
So you were following my footsteps,
It's looking very like it now.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I your hero? Don't answer that. Let me think about it. Let me.
No, sure, like, I mind you about the house whenever we were younger, like, sure, we thought you were class. You were
was
driving
class.
about, you're 5:30, like, and unreal, like, having David about. It
I miss my 5:30.
was good crack back then.
That was a nice car. So after you didn't stay in the band long.
No, I was in
a
the
hard
band
job.
for like a year. Aye, very hard.
Gone all the time. Gone midweek.
Yeah, the weekends was a killer, like, because you were away all the time, and I was only like 20, 21 whenever I was
Yeah,
in
and you were mad for pussy.
Oh,
And that was probably a too seasoned pussy for you.
yeah, it was actually funny. Like, the first time I done a gig for the boy, like, I didn't really realise how old that his fans are, you know. And you'd remember Wally Bracken, like, Wally, all the boys in Now Boys band are on it years and years, like. And I was sitting, and we were at this. It was like it's not like a retirement home, but they do like weekends over there for the elderly. And Now Boy is on a good bit of them. And we were about to start playing, and just as Willie was about to start, this old boy sped across the floor in one of them wee scooters. And I looked over at Willie and I was like, what is going on here? I couldn't get over it. Like,
You'd see some mad stuff.
oh, Jesus.
I shit you not, I seen an old lad fingering one.
No, he didn't.
I did.
No,
I did. In Dublin.
At Doyle Boy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's hard to believe, sir.
Well,
You think
whether
they're all
it's hard to
past it,
believe
like?
or not. I know some people have I heard, this is actually not something I'm making up in my head, but sexually transmitted diseases are rampant in America in old folks' homes.
Right.
They're crazy mad for sex.
Right? Never heard
You
that.
don't believe me?
No.
Google it. Don't even Wikipedia it. You can't trust that.
No, you can't trust that. Not because of you, know.
When you left the band,
Went in and started working in McElhenney's there
selling clothes.
in Balbuffet. Yeah.
Big shout out to McElhenney's that never ever gave me a fucking stitch of clothes.
No. Never.
You did a bit of modelling, Sean, didn't you?
Done a small bit for a time.
Did you like that?
It was grand. It was grand.
Because you've always looked after yourself. You look after your body.
I look after myself.
Would you think...
You're such a mouth, eh?
Would you think you would be the best shape man in the best shape at the timber industry in Ireland?
100%. 100%.
So you're in McElhenney selling clothes.
Yeah.
What's that called? Sales.
Just salesman.
Good money in it.
No, but the crack's good.
How long did you do that? You were there for a while.
Nah, nearly 2 years, Nearly 2 years. It was good crack, like. McElhenney's a nice spot to work. It's a massive big store, like. You know.
So it all started when you came down here one summer, wasn't it? On your holidays?
I went working with you then. You were in Galway.
I was in Galway
Yeah.
on a long-term contract, and you came down and you said, I want to go to the wood with you for a few days. I was like, grand, you can sit down beside me and we'll show you the ropes.
Yeah.
And I didn't think, no, I thought, look, if he stays for the day, I thought maybe you go down after an hour, you go, fuck
Get
this.
sick of it.
I don't want to be in this anymore. This is boring, because that's what normally happens.
Yeah.
And because you stayed for 3 days,
I know, I really liked it.
sitting in the machine. What was that game we were playing on the phones?
The wee Hillman racing one.
Yeah.
You were playing it, like, I was driving the machine.
After a day, I thought Sean, at lunchtime he was getting in, he was driving out, working the crane. Because the second day you were just tipping in and out.
Going nice and easy, yeah. You were sitting playing Hillman racing.
Playing Hillman racing.
Yeah.
The handiest money I ever made. And did you go home then after that and go, I want to do that for a living?
Aye. I wanted to be timberman.
Your father thought you were lunatic.
I think he just thought I'd
Phase.
grow out of that. Like, nah, he's not going to do that. Like, so then I was still young enough at that time. Like, that was 2014 or 15.
Where'd you?
Oh, sure. What age am I now? 29. 9 years ago. 20.
It's good maths. Quick maths.
Quick maths.
So you went and you asked John and Barry.
I was like, I was in Michael Honey's, and then I was down one weekend, and John Ryan had bought an old machine.
He's my brother-in-law, Sean's uncle.
Big John and Barry.
And my brother Barry have machines and lorries.
Yeah. And
That's just a little backstory for everyone.
Yeah, you're painting the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to paint the picture. And I'm doing a Michelangelo job on it. Picasso. Go on.
But the boy and me were chatting to John, and John said, sure, take a week off work and come down and see if you like it. So that's what I done then, and I went driving the 830 for the boys for a week.
For anyone that doesn't know, right, the 830 was a pretty ancient machine at the time.
She was
She had her work done.
She was a good wee machine.
And the lads had brought her in and cleaned her up, and they put oil coolers and
they done a heap of work on it.
Heap of work on it. But it was still an old
She was
machine.
an old
with
machine now.
loose cranes. Not the easiest thing to work. Not great traction.
She wasn't a good joke to climb. Like, I remember whenever John got into it, like, and he started working it, and I looked at him and I was like, what are you doing? Because he didn't think, like, when he was doing it. It was just a thing with him, like, and I was like, oh, I'm never going to do this. And then, like, the first week I got out 2 load my first day. And it was like horrendous. The second day then I got out 1 load, and there was a leak on the pipes in the crane, and I rang you and I said, I don't know what's happening here, David. You may come up and look at this joke. And you came up then and you got out a load for me, because I wasted half the day, like, wondering what this joke was. I think in the end up I got out 5 load in the whole, like, by Friday, like, I had 5 load out in a day.
It's a very tough thing. It's a hard thing even for the lads to just give you a machine and learn on it. But it's also very hard to learn on an old machine, because they're not the easiest to work. Like, if I was to get up onto that machine now, it'd take me a while to get used to it, because everything's loose and everything's moving around. Not the fastest, but it is the proper way to learn. Yeah,
it is. You sort of, and it was grand too. Like, I went back then after the week, and I went back to Michael Honey's, and I wasn't really chatting to John or Barry, and then they'd rang me then. They said that there was a bit of work coming up, like, and I just left then, went at it. That was it.
But you had to move.
I'm more or less
from Donegal. You moved back to Laois.
Yeah.
And you had to stay out all the time.
Yeah.
And like, you had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Who's your fiance now?
Yeah.
Shout out to Eileen.
Oh God. You're such a cunt.
Since Sean brought Elaine down, I've been calling her a different name every time I see her.
Oh, Philomena. Eileen. Everything but Elaine.
She doesn't mind now.
No. She's over it now.
So you moved down.
Moved down with me.
Why did you put in so much of an effort? Did you actually love it, or was it I want to make money?
It was money. Money. Definitely money. I still has money.
But you wanted to, you were there thinking, I can earn good money at this.
Yeah.
If I get really good at it.
Yeah.
Because you really put in effort into learning.
It was hard, like, but it was, whenever I started, me and Adam started at the same time. Super Army Soldier. And
shout out to Super Army Soldier.
I think I got the...
He's on a mission now.
He's in Afghanistan.
Still. And that war's over.
No, it's over. No one told him.
No one told him. He's still over. He's on his own. He was wondering, where is everyone?
Oh God. No, so I got the bad machine, and Adam got the new machine. And Adam was under more pressure, obviously, to get out more timber than me. So I was able to take it nice and slow, like, you know, and listen to you boys, like.
Because it was a good 7 months.
It was
all
definitely
day
a
on the
half
phone.
year. Aye.
But that's how you learn.
No, definitely. Like, and it was hard because you were terrible, like, absolutely horrendous at it.
It's a weird thing, because you know what you want the crane to do, but you can't physically get it to do it. The bandwidth between your fingers and your brain doesn't work.
I couldn't see whenever you're just tapping it against the gate, like it took me ages just to be able to be like, I need to release the grab a wee bit now.
Swing.
Just to ease this in. Oh Jesus, that was an age trying to get that.
Yeah, because speed in crane, the speed in your crane is in momentum and the swing.
That's swinging arm, man.
Yeah.
But loved the wee 830 then the end up. She was not the best machine. Not a good machine really, like. But she stayed tipping away, like.
What year was that?
2004 or 5 or something. But the boys done a pile of work, did. I mean, I think I was only on it a few weeks, like, and the bogey bearings went in it. I think I was off for 2 weeks. Me and Barry were fixing it. And by me and Barry, I mean Barry.
You were standing there.
And I was watching him. That's what we done. I cleaned out his van. He fixed the machine.
When you got your first good machine,
that was good crack.
You really appreciate it, don't you?
I did. No, it was nice. Like,
what was it?
Knew at 3.5. Boys ordered it in for me. It was good to get it, like. But I missed the 830 for a while then, like, you know, because there's a lot of minding the new machine.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, but it was nice because you're able to get them then. You're sort of able to have your cab lovely and clean, like the way we do it, like. So that was nice. But it was just pressure then, because you need to get out tons then. Like.
Timber is pressure.
Oh, it's always pressure, like. Always.
People probably think from looking at my videos and stuff like that, it's easy. But and it is a nice job. Like, especially when it comes to harvesting and forwarding. Forwarding is the easier job.
It is.
You just have
you have more time.
You have more time in between. You're getting out loads in certain woods. Certain woods can be a nightmare, but it's the consistency. It's constant go. And I think that's why an awful lot of people don't stay at it.
It's very repetitive, like, too. Yeah. You know. But I find something, I enjoy finishing off a wood, like. I enjoy looking at, you know, your stacking and seeing how difficult sites go out crack too, like. You know yourself.
Sure, I know. Sure.
Aye.
You left 1 year into a 10-year course. And a lot of people
I actually didn't, like I was 3 years with John and Barry.
But you were only Dalton for the first 2.
Come on, now. Come on. Dalton, like. That's awful shit, like.
You were only Dalton. You would have been only productive for the last one. Like, really productive.
No, I was flying it, sir.
Now, Sean,
I was flying it in the 830. Like, she was a wee, you know.
Yeah, but you would have been only Dalton. No,
I disagree with that. Like,
well, look, hey, we're allowed to disagree. we're allowed to disagree. I'm just telling you, I am an international timber relocation operative engineer, right? And I have the skills and the experience. But look, you were my protege, and when you left, it hurt my feelings. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
I know it was hard to leave the boys. Like, John and Barry were good to me.
But you were chasing that Yankee dollar, weren't you?
I was all about the money.
Yeah.
No, actually, because you know yourself, like, it gets to a point, like, and you earn no more, like.
Well,
it's just about big gear.
You wanted to be around home.
I wanted to get home
because COVID hit when you were working down here.
I was 7 or 8 months down here.
Couldn't
didn't
travel.
get home. Didn't get home at all. Like, hadn't seen Elaine in about 6 months. So that was annoying. That was not good. And I put on a heap of weight. Like, it was bad. So it was.
It wasn't that bad.
I tell you, it was bad. So it was. I remember. This was when I said to myself, "You're going to have to do a bit." Like, we were moving the machine, and Barry came down to me, so he did. And like, Barry can be fairly ignorant, like, so he can. And he looked at me and he goes, "Geez, hey, you've a grand set of tits on your seat." And I looked at him, I was like, you are a fucker, right? So that was it then. I was like, I need to do something.
Then you went on the gain train.
Went on the gain train. Haven't stopped since.
You haven't stopped since.
Haven't stopped since.
Well, you do. Like, you don't eat any shit.
I eat chicken and rice there in the machine and a couple of cans of Monster every day. That's about it.
It's fucking mad when I see you fucking running after them chickens in the woods and killing them and like, cooking them on the exhaust.
I won't go on there without a chicken in it or so. It's a stipulation I have with Curtis.
When you left the lads, you went working for who?
Derek McEwen.
Where was that work?
It was all Boyle, Roscommon, sort of that area, like Sligo and around there. Got me a wee bit closer to home, but I wasn't getting home at night, like, up until about, I think it was 7 months with Derek, and then he moved into a site which was about an hour and a half for me, and I just drove it then.
And then you left that job and went where?
I left then, I went to Mark Curtis, ex-Cudlagan Limited.
Savage Gear.
Savage Gear.
Hair fucked.
Hair hasn't been right for a long time.
Hair is fucked with Savage Gear. And you're on the 1510 now. I was on at the weekend.
Yeah.
That's the biggest machine you drove?
That's the biggest one so far. No, I drove an 895 in Sweden. That's a big yoke.
Yeah, but you didn't. That's not.
No, I just filtered about with. Like.
Yeah, you don't. That's like you're just throwing stuff in my face
consistently.
there. Yeah,
I'm driving the 1510.
You were just being a dick there. You were just doing a Barry on you.
No, you thought that you were the big dog there, and
that's the case. I drove a Timber Pro.
What is a Timber Pro?
See, we're not an international timber relocation operator engineer, so you don't know machines of the world.
No, just a few.
Timber Pro is I think they're a German machine, and they're like a massive big forwarder with the bogie system and the way a normal forward works, but like a big huge digger.
Oh yeah, I've seen them, man.
They're fucking.
Jeez, they're massive looking.
I love to drive one of them.
Class. We'll never have that over here though.
No, it's something that rots my heart.
Yeah.
Because I am mad to drive big gear.
1910 mammoth stuff like.
I'd love to drive a mammoth. Or do you know what I'd love to operate?
What?
A feather buncher. Or a bogie skidder.
They look like good eye crack though.
They look so easy to work.
Like, why turn them over for the crack and everything?
There's lads now in America listening to this, and they're there. Fuck you, Cuddy. You wouldn't drive that. Look, I call them one button cut.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
I agree with you.
So what you're going to have to do is bring me over, fly me out. I'll go economy.
All expenses paid.
I'll go economy.
Yeah.
And give me a week. I'll be better than any man you have.
That's a big claim.
For you, maybe. but for me, not so much. No, but I don't think it couldn't be that hard.
No, it couldn't be like. Should they drive down off the stacks?
I see them driving up on the stacks and then down the other side.
Looks handy, like.
I'd say they're hard sitting.
Oh, they couldn't be comfy.
I'd say there's a lot of.
They couldn't be comfy.
Wouldn't be great for the back.
No.
So, what's your favourite machine you ever drove?
That 1110 that I was driving for Mark. It was gorgeous. Lovely.
Why'd you like that so much?
It was the first John Deere that I got. Like, and
I told you once you go John Deere, swivel cap.
They're different gravy, like.
You'd never go back. It's the comfort.
And
the quietness.
They're lovely. Very, very nice to sit on.
Like, most machines now are really good.
But it's reliability too. Like the Komatsu there, you're out fixing pipes the whole time. They burst pipes like they're going out of fashion. Like,
they have a bad system with pipes now.
Same 2-wire pipes.
But the harvesters aren't.
No, but I'm only a forwarder, man. You know yourself.
How come you never dabbled in the harvester?
I drove the King there for Derek.
See, what you're supposed to say is, I want to hone my skills on the forwarder first.
Not have them honed. Don't you dare. Don't you.
For your age, I'm very proud of you.
Don't, for my age, nothing.
I'm telling you, you're a great chap. I'm so proud of you.
You better.
But I am, you're flying it.
What do you mean I'm flying it? Like, I can do no more.
Sean,
what?
There's always things to learn. I'm learning stuff every day. Oh, God. I'm learning stuff every day.
I'd teach the teachers.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, the day you think you don't have anything to learn, I tell you, these young lads, everyone, you couldn't be fucking up to them. You couldn't be up to them. Yeah, so your dream machine?
Oh, sure, it'd have to be a 1910 with everything on it. So of a cab, big
long bogie.
I'd like to get the swing outs, but I'd like to see what that new John Deere will be like. You know, with the stabilizing rams and all that stuff. Hopefully,
H. I can't wait to see them. I'd say the harvester.
They're so unstable, David. The John Deere.
They are. The 1010 that we have now is the most stable one I've ever drove. Like, it's way more stable. But the long bogie, bogie helps everything. Like, when I drove your machine at the weekend, I was so impressed. I was so impressed with the speed. Because I thought big machine, but there's going to be an awful lot more loading to it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll slow you down. But I didn't anticipate that you have so much more crane power and the bigger grab that it's irrelevant. It
The
negates
grab's
that.
huge, yeah. Mhm.
It's crazy. So you're loading just as quick.
Mm.
You're bringing out way more. But the problem I noticed was it could have done with the long bogey.
Yeah.
Or if not having the long bogey for flotation, the wider tracks would have made some difference to it.
Yeah, yeah.
If they had the pads.
Yeah.
But I suppose you'd have to... How wide is that?
I don't know how it is.
You'd probably have to take tracks off every time you moved it.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was the problem, you see, whenever Mark ordered her, like, with the 800s. Because I thought them 800s would be the right job for her, like.
They are a
she's,
great job.
She, like, they're a 20-ton machine, like. With nothing. You know what I mean? And then you throw a load of timber on the back of it, like. They're heavy coming out the road, like.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Cars.
You know yourself now.
You know yourself.
Yeah.
So you're big into your cars.
I love my cars, I love Mercs.
Your first car.
An S40.
That's what you remember.
Granda Jim was delighted, so
Yeah,
he was.
He was. He was buzzing when you brought that home.
Yeah.
And you macked that out.
I buried her, so.
when Sean was working as a model
Yeah.
in McElhenny's.
Yes.
He used to model underwear for him.
Yeah.
He didn't need a car for the wood, so he used to
No, I just buried
slam
her,
your
bring her.
cars.
Mm.
But that looked well.
Yeah, but she was a bad car, like. God, that was a bad car. Gave
Oh.
some buller, like.
Like what?
Just everything. Like, it never didn't give buller. Like, it just stopped
So
working
did
on
that
it.
throw you off Volvos?
No, it's just, like, you remember the burgundy Merc that I bought?
That was lovely.
The 3-litre one. That just was like,
E300.
I love them yokes. That was it.
You loved that.
I love Merc since. That was it.
And after the S40, you bought the
C-Class.
That
And
was nice.
I put her in hydraulic suspension, which was good out crack, like, because when I was in McElhenny's, I used to always park the car and never put a ticket on it. And
Why?
then I just never did, like.
Criminal.
I like to live life on the edge. But they could never clamp the car because whenever I put the hydro down, she'd sit in the subframe, so I couldn't put a clamp on the
Would
alloys.
not sticker the window.
No, they never did. They always put tickets on it, like, but they never done
Did you
anything
pay
else.
tickets?
No,
Why?
just
Sean,
never did.
what's your secret of not paying any bills?
Yeah, just chances. Chance are on.
So, what you're saying is, you didn't pay tax, you didn't pay insurance, you didn't...
Where did I say that? Like?
Sorry. Is that not what you said?
No,
sorry.
I pay tax and insurance all the time.
All right, okay. And what were the alloys on that were gorgeous? And then you got rid of them.
Water cools,
Yeah, and then you got rid of them because you're a sack.
Mm.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put up a picture of that car. That was
That was
cool.
a good car.
Then you got rid of that. Why?
Started timber.
And you had to get...
I got a Jeep then.
We had the story about Jeep.
No,
We
that
will.
Jeep has.
We will. So what happened was Sean needed to buy something for the wood. And I said, well, buy something that you can actually use in the wood and take your time. Buy something, take your time, pick it yourself.
You wanted me to get an Amarok.
I wanted you to get a pickup or
Yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
something cool
Yeah.
and usable.
Mm.
Because I've been down this road.
Yeah.
I was that guy that had a really nice car and you have to park it at the bottom of the road and walk all the way.
That's what I was
in.
doing, like with
Yeah.
with America, like,
And you
and it
have
was a
bursting
pain.
wheels. and
Aye.
every time you drive out of the wood, you think, oh, I've a burst wheel,
Yeah.
burst wheel. Because the stones in the wood roads can be just, even on a good road,
They
they're
were shocking.
really sharp. And I remember you ringing me one weekend and saying, I'm going to buy a Range Rover. And I was kind of, and I was there, don't buy that. That is a lady's car.
Like, it actually was a terrible car.
It was so bad.
Like, it was the worst car I've ever bought. Like I bought that way. I think there was 32,000 mile on it, and they had to put a gearbox on it. Like after 4,000 mile,
it was bad.
it was a scutter bucket. Like,
What was it was a Range Rover in Vogue. Yeah. Which is a girl car.
it was a girl's car, but she was great value for money at the time.
And it had massive wheels.
I had 22s on it.
What value for money was it?
I can't even mind 24,000 or something, 25,000
Pounds. That's a lot of money.
It wasn't though for a Jeep. Like,
It wasn't really a Jeep.
Aye, but it was 4-wheel drive and all. Like it was a good. It was a bad buy.
It was a
It was a bad buy.
But the funny part was, remember you hit the roundabout?
No.
You clipped the roundabout.
Aye, I clipped the roundabout, right? And I had it real slow. And I pulled, like, the drive, everything came out of the car. And I didn't even crack the alloy or burst the tyre.
No, we were shocked looking at that.
Oh, it was a pile of scrap.
It
Like.
had to be towed. It was like the metal and everything just was paper. It just ripped.
It cost about $4,000 to get that joke back on the road.
Jeez, you were sick that night. I was sick for you. And at the same time telling you I told you so and stuff.
It wasn't good, like. And then I think I spent, like, most of that work then was under warranty. Obviously, it wasn't under warranty when I had it off a curb, like. But then she gave a few bits more buller, like. And I was like, oh, this yoke here is bad. And I got a van then off the boys, John and Barry. And I parked the Range Rover up, and I had a girl coming to buy the car, and the Range Rover was parked for about 3 or 4 months, like. And I had a girl coming up to buy the car.
Girl.
Yeah. Obviously. I think she was a hairdresser. I bet she was. But she was coming up to buy the car, and I said to the boy, just take the car up, get it washed, do a few bits with it, like. And he's like, right, no bother. So he went to start the car, and he went to drive it out the drive, and it started making this like a clunking noise. And my doll got into it then the next day and drove it into Lifford. But sure, the steering rack was gone in the car. Cost about $3,000 to fix her again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And she was just parked up, like.
Worst car ever.
Oh, worst car ever, but
so
absolute.
You're gone off Range Rovers.
Pan of dung, like. Aye, but they're class, like. The big Jeeps are class. They are cool.
The big petrol hybrid one is after dropping, I think, 40% in value or something.
No way.
Yeah.
They're cool though. They are an nice
I
Jeep.
know. Sure, I had the old.
Lovely to sit on. Like, that was a fine Jeep you have for the year. Like
what was that? Vogue.
No, that was the
HSE.
Vogue. The Vogue guy.
That was lovely. Really nice car, and I was really lucky with it for ages, and then nah.
And then she gave a ball.
And then she just. It's a catastrophe.
I think they all go like that.
Everything's so expensive, and when you have to pull the body off them and stuff, and then when you go rooting, and if this manifold's gone, you're mad not to do this manifold, and it just escalates.
That's the way they are, right?
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Champagne lifestyle and a Coca-Cola budget. It's not that much of a Coca-Cola budget.
No, definitely not.
So then you got the Cuddy.
I bought the Cuddy then. I bought that new. I love that joke.
Who told you to buy that?
You did.
I did.
Yeah,
didn't
you told me I wanted to buy a wee run around, like, for the wood. You were like, no, buy a new yoke. So I bought that, and in fairness, that was a great buy. Yeah.
And you gave it to your old lad.
Well, he paid for it.
Yeah,
like.
I gave it to him.
Aye.
He fucking robbed it on you.
He robbed it.
Fucking robbed it on you. Robbed it right out from under your nose.
Yeah. No.
You're very good to your daddy.
Aye. Yeah.
You and your old lad be close.
Yeah. We have the same oil interest, like cars and stuff.
Is that because there's only two? Because
say so.
we have a big family and you've only two.
Just myself and the wee sister.
And now you're a big boy and you're getting married next year. Are you nervous about that?
No, she's doing everything. Fair play to her. Like, Elaine is, she's great by all that. Like, I'm just there.
Do you think you'll ever move down?
It's hard to know.
Would you like?
I'd like to move down. Like, sure, I love Leash. Like,
can you sing the song?
Not as well as my old boy now.
Old lad. What's the most proud you ever were, your old lad? Can you remember a moment? Because you grew up with your old lad always on television and radio.
No, I was always fairly proud of him. Like, I never really. No, nothing.
Because like when we were young lads growing up,
there's Liam ringing me,
and even still now, give me the phone.
Yeah.
Give me the phone. Fucking ignorant. Elaine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're in the middle of a podcast here and you're live. Right. Now, I'm after calling you by your first name, which I think I need to be, thanked for.
Yeah.
And also, can you ring back later? Because that's just very unprofessional of you.
Yes, I hope you enjoy.
All right. Bye. I tell you, that one was a bit.
You can give it there, not me, you know.
Where was I before we were rudely interrupted?
You were asking me about being proud of the old boy.
Oh, yeah. Because when we were younger, when we went anywhere, it was either, are you Sean Cuddy's brother? Or are you related to PJ?
Yeah.
And Sean and Martin and all the hurlers.
Yeah. No, I've never really been. I've never really thought about it either. Like,
Would you have grew up with loads of country singers hanging around your house and just meeting them and stuff?
no, not a while. Like, not a while. Daddy would have been away a while when we were younger. You see, we wouldn't have seen an awful lot of them, like, because Daddy would have mainly been over in England, like England and Scotland. Like, he wouldn't have been over in Ireland as much. So you wouldn't have seen him. You wouldn't have seen him. Never mind anyone else. Like,
Yeah. Were you big in sport?
like football, like basketball. Like
Basketball?
I played basketball for the school team.
I didn't know that. What was the name? Because basketball have weird names
It
of
was
their
like the
teams.
Sonics or something. I can't even
For
mind.
fuck's sake.
I was terrible.
Name some names of people you played.
Oh jeez, I can't.
Oh, Jesus. That's a weird name.
It was a strange one. No, I can't remember.
Do you like being put on the spot?
No.
Tell us a joke.
Hey, you're some boy. No. Oh, fuck's sake.
How long am I asking you to do this?
Hey, definitely, 2-3 weeks?
Did you ever fuck off with yourself? I wanted you to come on for fucking ages because I get so many messages all the time from young lads saying, how do I get into that or how do I start driving it? And I do try and explain to them that everything's possible. No bother to get jobs at this, but there's a lead-in time to learn it and an effort that you have to put in.
That's hard, like.
Yeah, but
It's not easy, like.
it is good.
Yeah.
It is a good job.
A lot of boys think though, like, I drive a tractor, I'll drive a forestry machine, like. That's not the case, like.
No.
Do you know?
Although, can you drive a tractor?
No. Not really, no.
I'm bad as well.
I'd start a tractor and I'd get her going, but that's about it, like.
Like I'd see some yokes on the road, like them fast tracks and
They're
people,
cool,
jeez, they're
like.
fucking cool.
See them big fence?
Oh, fuck.
And they're
Like,
class.
like sometimes in the summer when you see the boys at silage, you would think,
You'd like to be.
you'd love to
you'd
get
like to be
everyone
at
at.
it. You would.
It looks like great crack.
Yeah.
It's like when you're working in the wood with loads of people.
Yeah.
Do you like staying out?
No.
But do you ever get some places that are just nice to stay out?
I tell you, back whenever I was with the boys, you would always got lovely spots because Barry and John's work would have been in around Lismore and places like that, like places that I was never going to be. Do you know what I mean? Cappaquan, all them are sort of there's the further down the country, I should say. That was nice, like.
And Wicklow's nice.
Wicklow, I love Wicklow. You know.
You were there this time 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I work with
Glenmalure
Seamus.
Lodge. Yeah.
Work with Seamus down there. That was good crack.
Yeah.
That was good crack. I enjoyed that now.
It's a lot of it is who you work with, though, isn't it?
Good bit of it. Like I would have worked there with John at the very beginning. I would have worked with Declan Delaney as well, Red Deck, and Seamus for a while, and then McKeown and Curtis there now as well. Like you've good out crack with boys. Like it shortens your day too. Like
who's the biggest prick that you ever worked with?
Biggest prick I ever worked with.
You don't have to give a name, but
you have a fair idea.
I have a fair idea. But what made him the biggest prick?
Just hard work with, like, you get lads like that just make a forwarder driver's life hard. Not doing what he needs to do. And then it makes your job an awful lot harder. Going into places, making a shit of it, like, and then you have to go on them behind them, and you get the blame because you're the last one on there, like. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that there wreck your head, like.
Yeah. For me, it was when I worked with certain people, it'd be when you get into a real wet spot, cutting the pulp down to nothing, putting nothing in under you. And
That's crack of steaks, like, and cutting steaks on extraction lines and stuff like that. No need for it, like.
no. And then you have forwarder lads that just go in and make fucking shite of a place as well.
Absolutely. Pummel the place, they bet.
So it's not just harvester lads, just in case there's fucking harvester
We're
lads.
not biased.
No, we're not biased. Where do you stand on human rights?
Human rights. Sure, hey.
The feminist movement. How do you feel about that?
I don't really care, like.
I'm just trying to get through a broad.
Yeah. Oh no, I know what you're doing.
Because I want people to get to know you.
Yeah.
Would you start an OnlyFans?
Probably, yeah.
If you had an OnlyFans,
Would you pay for it?
I wouldn't pay for it.
Why not?
I've paid for a lot of stupid things, but I've never paid to see anyone's penis or vagina.
Fair enough, man.
It just doesn't seem like a very good value for money for me.
No. Especially like a nephew or something like that.
Do you pay any subscriptions to anything?
No. Amazon, Prime Video or something like that, yeah. Nothing like that, though.
What's your favourite film?
Don't really have one.
Do you watch much telly?
No, I watch a bit of Netflix there, like, watch a good bit of football.
That's it.
Get depressed at United now at this time. That's about it.
How did you become a United fan? Your father
Don't
never
know.
looked at a match in his life.
Wouldn't know what a football is, like. Shocking.
So was it just school?
Aye.
And now you're
Mainly
huge into Man United.
Love United, aye.
Watch every match.
Up until, like, I watched the Chelsea game and all, like, but I got a wee bit sick of them there for a while. They were abysmal, like, fucking shite. Pure shite. Hard to watch. So I sort of got out of it then, like, 2 or 3 games. I'd cool down
would you be
then.
watching the match and getting all...
Oh, I'd lose a head. Like, if United got beat on a Friday night, my weekend would be shite.
fuck off.
I swear to God, sir, I could be like
you were thinking
a
about
bull.
that all weekend?
Aye. I'd be like a bull. It's fucking, it'll wreck my head.
Oh, you're a super fan.
Aye, but like, I just don't understand how these boys can get paid so much money and be shite, like. Do you know?
I know loads of people that have a job that get loads of money and are shy at.
No, but like, they're not earning the same money as them boys, like. Real. You know what I mean?
If you were a millionaire in the morning, what would you spend your money on?
A lot of it would be cars, like. A lot of cars.
I've not been insulted to you now, but you're going to have to up your car game. For a young lad, like.
Well, like, I mean...
what do you do? You would be on the high earning side now of forward drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well deserved.
Thanks.
Yeah. What do you do with all your money?
Sure, like,
You're a clever old cunt, aren't you?
We're paying for the wedding, like, we have a site there and hopefully start building a house, not next year, the year after the wedding.
So you have a site bought in Bedford?
Yeah.
That's good going. You bought your woman a car, did you?
I didn't buy her a car, no. She got her own car, did she got that C-Class for herself.
Yeah, Vicky bought her own car as well.
Nah, she did, in fairness there. I don't have a car, like. I sold the van.
That's how clever you are.
I wanted to buy an E63, like. For sure.
How's that going?
It's amazing how hard it is to try and fucking buy a car nowadays, like.
You're actually trying to buy a car
like,
and you can't.
I'm chatting to a boy and he's sending me one message a day about buying a car. And like, I know it's not a massive amount of money, like, but I did not think that money was so worthless at this time, like.
Mad. I rang about a van.
Aye.
Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
I rang a lad about a van and I says, just a little bit of information on that van you had, because all they had was one picture. And he says, well, it's a 10 grand van. And I says, well, what mileage or... And he goes, well, I think, don't hold me to it, I think there's 185,000 on it, but it's a 10 grand van. And I says, yeah, but I need to know a little bit of information on it. I says, is that like plus VAT, like with VAT, is it rough? Well, look, we could take it in and we could go through it, but then that'll reflect the price. It's a 10 grand van. I got it as a trade-in. So 10 grand is nothing.
That means nothing.
That was nothing to him.
But sure, even when I was buying the new Cuddy, like, you mind me ringing you, sending you pictures of vans. I went looking at a van one time, and the buck was, he was a fruitcake, like. He told me the van was... No. But he told me the van was mint, and it was 16,500 or 17,000 euro. And I went up, like, and everything he told me was a lie. Like, everything. He told me that it was kilometres. I went up, it was miles. He told me it was 65,000 kilometres in the van. It was 65,000 miles. Like, he told me it was the big horsepower engine. It was the small horsepower engine that was remapped to 110. He just filled me full of shit, like.
And it is weird.
So you're better off buying new, like.
Yeah, it is weird. Just when for a lot of people, it's hard to get the money to buy new.
Yeah. I
suppose
that is true.
In a perfect world, it'd be great. But sure, they're all too dear now.
Aye. So new Cuddy, you can buy one now.
New anything.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm still wondering why I bought the Oak I did.
I'm sure everyone's wondering that today, like.
Well, no one
we
wonders.
all wondered why you bought the first one, and then the second one came, like.
No one wonders like I do at the time.
Jesus Christ, such a yoke.
It is great crack though.
Oh, it's class, like.
But it's not.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And I meant to buy a van for going up and down to work, just for tipping around. But I haven't had a minute. And I rang a couple of people today about just a yoke for running around in, and I just find it infuriating talking to people now.
Very hard, people don't care.
No. Like, I two crowds today I rang, and I was talking to someone in reception. Fucking lovely women, just, oh yeah, I don't know anything about that. I get whoever to ring you back. No one rings back. No one rings back. And I have money to spend.
And you want to spend it.
I want to spend it. Well, I need something or I'm going to write off that joke.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to.
No, nobody wants you to write her off.
No.
But it's a thing, like.
There's just so much horsepower I can't hold her back.
Well, like, normal people could, like. It's just every time you get into it, like on private roads, you drive the shit out of it.
It's always on private roads.
Yeah, always.
Like, I would never fuck around.
No.
Because when you fuck around, you find out.
Yeah.
And we don't want to find out.
No, nobody wants to find out.
Sean, when you get married,
yeah,
who are you gonna have as your best man and stuff?
Well, you know yourself, you and Guy, like. You and Guy are the two main men.
Do you think Garrett and Greg should be doing more podcasts with me?
Yeah. I think it'd be funny. Something they listen to there in the machine.
Who's your favourite uncle? Other than me, I know it's me.
Other than you? I don't know. I love yous all so much, Would
it be a deep love?
Deep. Very deep.
Did you find it hard to leave Barry and John? Who did you hand in your notice to?
John Ryan. Hey, the boys were good to me, like, and I had good old crack with John. John was a good lad, like. I remember, I just remember some of the stories with John, like, he'd be good old crack, like. There'd be no shape with John either, like, do you know what I mean?
Imagine we all started with John.
Yeah. It was weird, like, because I didn't actually know John when I started working with him. I just, knew him a bit, like, but whenever I started working with him then, like, he's a real serious man, like. And I mean, the first time a pipe went in the machine, like, properly went in the machine, I didn't know, like, the pipes could go. And I rang him, I was like, John, something badly wrong with the show. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, some sort of fluid pouring out of it, John, I don't know what it is, like. And he was, I'd say a pipe's gone, Sean. I goes, yeah, right. And he goes, take it out to the road and change the pipe, like. I was like, all right, no more.
Was it oil pissing out of it?
Oil pissing out everywhere. I drove right to the road.
But we used the pollution kit to clean all that up.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, definitely. I took her out to the road, like, and went at the pipe, like, and I'd say an hour and a half passed, and I did not have the pipe off. John came out, walked the whole way out, and 5 minutes had the pipe off and another one on.
I know. Sure, look, it's these old school lads.
Yeah. Nah, he's a serious man, huh?
Like, imagine, like, Gareth, Greg, everyone started with John. My first car that I was insured on was John's.
Was it?
Yeah. 205. He was a very brave man.
He was a brave man.
Because I had never drove before. First day they insured me on it, I had to get Mick Cuddy to show me how to drive. Mick Cuddy was nearly 2 years younger than me.
That's depressing enough, isn't it?
And Mick was there. Clutch it first, clutch it all the way.
That's bad, eh, so it is. No, hey, the boys were good to me now, in fairness to them, like. But it was hard being away, hard being down.
It's hard working away.
Nah, it is.
And we've all done it. And it's very hard to do it long term, especially if you have a girlfriend or fiance or
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of it. And sometimes you can be awfully lucky and working around home, and then other times not.
Yeah.
You're kind of lucky you have 2 homes.
Aye, well, like, it was lucky enough, like, because I was working in just outside Ballinamore there. We were doing a sale there, and Mark said to me then that there was a few clear fills down here needed done. You boys weren't able or something. You didn't have the production levels.
No, they were offered to us, but it was smaller money, so we said we'd let the Gimps do it.
Yeah, because you see, smaller money, you wouldn't produce enough.
No.
So we went on then and blew it out of the water.
I would rather have busy fools working away.
Yeah, no, so we came down then, and sure, it's grand, like. It's grand for me here now. I don't mind being down here. I don't know if I'd like to be in Wicklow at this time of the year, like, but...
No, Wicklow is fucking tough.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be there now. Done it once.
Plus, if you could get Mark to get you a Jeep instead of a van, and then you could get to work no matter what the weather is.
Yeah.
You need an Amarok or something.
I think that'll be the next step, like, for Mark now.
You enjoy going on holidays. You go on a good few holidays every year.
I don't really, like. I go on a normal amount of holidays. It's just that, like, you boys think that no one should take holidays.
That's not true.
No, it's very true.
I think that if you're going on holidays 4 or 5 times a year, like...
I went a couple of times this year.
I don't mind you going on holiday. I think fair play to you. It's great. But don't be whinging about having loads of timber on the ground when you get home and you're always on holidays.
That's hard. That's unbelievable now that you'd say that.
How many holidays did you go on?
I went on 4 or 5.
There you go. That's
4 maybe.
saying.
4. That was it. And one of them was a work holiday, work related. It was something to do with Komatsu.
Oh, you went on the Komatsu trip?
Yeah.
It's an amazing way I never get invited in any of them.
No,
Why do they dislike me so much when I make their gear look so good? Why do you think that is?
It's probably because you'd also say it was a pile of scrap the next day or something.
If it was.
Yeah.
Only if.
Yeah, but you know.
So what you're saying is these big manufacturers don't like honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you have a skill set that's off the fucking charts.
Off the charts.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So unfair.
Yeah, no. Life's a bitch.
And then?
Yeah. Do you?
What? See, you're learning. Would you like to have kids?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd enjoy it, like.
If I could...
the making and all that.
If I could give you anything you want, your perfect life, in 6 or 7 years, what would it be?
Sure, same as 90% of the people.
Yeah, what is it?
Just have your house, nice car, kids, healthy, all that jazz, like, you know. It's fairly deep, isn't it?
Do you feel like you're getting to that age where you have to do them things?
Sure you do, yeah.
Or do you want to do them? Or is it
I want to do it too, like, but you feel like once you get there and around 30, like, that, you know, need to make a burst, like, you know. That's what I think, in a way, like. Sure, we wouldn't do what we're doing, like, you wouldn't do the hours we were doing, like, if you didn't want to have a nice car and nice house and all that shit, like.
Did you lose connection with all your older friends when you started this industry?
No.
You still have
just a few of them, like. Just a few, yeah.
Do you have a lot of close friends?
No,
other than
not
all
really.
of us?
Not really, like. You'd have 3 or 4, like, that you would chat to on a regular basis, like. But no, I wouldn't have that many friends, like.
Did you make many new friends out of working in Forestry?
Sure, like, I got really close to... I was always close to you, like. Always. And then I got really close to Ga when I started, you know, at the timber. Adam there, we started at the same time, so I got close to him then. Even there, like McKeown and, you know, the people that you work with, like, you become friends with them too, like, you know. And
you learn stuff of all these people that you work with.
Yeah. Like, it was great there when you start with your own, like, but you'll always have that bit of pressure, like, but like, I could have rang you about doing something absolutely so fucking stupid, like, and I'd ring you before I'd ring John, like, because I'd be like, I'm not ringing John, and
But that's an easier thing to do.
aye,
Sure, when I started working with people, like when I was working for Sullivan's,
aye.
I'd be ringing Greg and I'd be ringing
You had to like,
because you don't want to be that
sound
guy.
like a fucking agency.
Because there's nothing worse, and we've all done it. You know when you bog and someone drives straight out.
Yeah.
It only happens once.
Barry done that to me one day too. He
And
drove,
bog ba.
he drove her straight out like. So
Horrible feeling, isn't
I
it?
was annoying. It was really annoying. But like, what do you do? Like, Barry's Barry. Like,
Did you ever get in trouble with the guards?
no.
Did you ever crash a car?
I had a curb. Like,
Other than that,
that was
though?
it.
That was it. Did you ever bog?
Aye, twice, 3 times. Twice or 3 times.
Twice or 3 times.
Mm.
Did you ever turn over a trailer?
No, but I've came fairly close, like with the 1110. The 1110 now scared me a few times.
No scares with the new one.
Not yet, I know. Like, she's too. She nearly seems like she's too heavy. Do you know what I mean? Like, to bog or to turn over. Sorry,
I nearly turned it over the other day.
I don't know why, but that's the skill set. You see?
I didn't though.
No,
And that was my first day on it.
you're a great man.
Aren't I?
Yeah. No, you are. In fairness, to you.
So where's your local?
Letterkenny would be sort of our local. Like, they all go to a place called McGuigan's. That'd be about it then. Like,
That's the happening spot around.
seems to be. That's where we always end up anyway.
Is it a nightclub?
Nah, sort of like a pub, a big bar, like
Disco bar.
It's a
Yep.
fine spot. So it is.
Would you care if you never went out again?
I wouldn't. No, never really cared. When I turned like 20, I got sick of it. Then I was like, can I be ourselves? Maybe it was because I didn't drink. Like, I
It's
never
hard
really.
to not drink and then be around a lot of drunk people. You feel like
But they were fucking well annoying. Like, pure shite talk. Like, do you know? Like, it's really annoying.
do you find now a lot of people know you?
Yeah.
Do you find that annoying?
No, I don't really mind. Like, wouldn't care. You get a sort of used to it. Like you be sort of used to it anyway. Like, no one ever, like, Doyle Boys fan club weekend there. Like, all his fans that come over, like, and they be chatting away to you, like, and you just sort of get used to people chatting to you. I wouldn't be ignorant to anybody or anything. Like,
You're ignorant to me.
but you deserve it. Like,
I fucking don't.
you do.
I don't.
Nah, you can be bad. Like,
See, I think we lost that little spark there during the summer.
why do you think that?
I was on nights.
Oh yeah.
So I was on nights and then
You were flat out too at the shop and stuff too. We didn't talk as much. Like,
that was a fucking weird year.
it was a weird year anyway.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't great. Like,
No, weird year.
no,
Weird
it definitely
fucking year.
wasn't great.
Is this your first podcast though? Would
Yeah.
you sing a song for us?
No.
Why? Your father
why,
sang.
Why would I, like?
Give us a bar, just a verse of Blanket on the Ground.
Nah, but if you get Amy on, Amy will fucking.
Will Amy sing? No,
Gee,
no
she's
bother.
good at that song. Yeah, really, really good.
What's your favourite song that your father sings?
Sure. Can we go round again?
Is that your favourite song?
Aye, I would be. Yeah. Don't close your eyes. He's real good at that as well.
I like that song actually. That's my favourite.
Aye, he's
Don't
real
Close
good at
Your Eyes.
that too. Yeah, fairness to him. He does Rocks a Bond too. Like, that's
He sang
good.
that at the
Aye.
in this.
He's real
Do you
good
know
at
that was he sang that so well that it got demonetized on YouTube because they thought I was infringing copyright.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Professionalism, you see.
And that is what you want.
That's what you're all about.
That's what
like.
everyone wants.
Yeah.
That's what everyone wants.
I know he's a good out singer. Like, I'd listen to Wait a Loyal Boy. Like,
I don't think there'll be too many young lads your age don't drink.
I would talk a lot of shit. Like,
They fucking do.
no, I do. Like, I'm hard to listen to about cars as well because I don't have my mind on it. Like,
No.
like I could say to Elaine, "We'll sell that car there, and get you a golf car." She'd be like, "Why would I want a golf car? The class, you know, drive out there to work. You know, why not?" And then a day later, I'm like, "We're never selling that car. You're driving that there. Do you fall out it?" Like, see,
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
like in Timberlake or just in general?
General.
Don't know. I don't really think about anything like that. Like,
Then that just means you don't care about embarrassing things.
No.
What's the most upset you ever were?
Probably when the old boy got sick, like. That wasn't great, like. Didn't enjoy that, like, because I was down here. You know, it was in sort of the middle of COVID and all, like. And I hadn't seen them all in ages, like. And then he took that stroke, like, and that was hard, like, because I'd be close to him, like. That wasn't fun.
No, that wasn't
Didn't
fun.
enjoy that now.
He's grand now, though, isn't he?
No, he's 100%. He's very lucky, like.
Mm.
Very, very lucky. So he's 100% there now. He's flat out. Very busy, like.
Do you think you'd ever retire?
Actually, he's going to have to someday, like.
If you did, what would you do?
Gardening. Professional dog walker. Something like that, sir. You wouldn't know with old boy, like. He does like gardening around the house there, and he's OCD, like. You know that yourself. So I don't know. Hey, I'd say he'd do a lot more around the house. That'd be about it. He wouldn't be. I don't think he'd take up anything else anyway.
Why don't you fucking do the garden for him? You should move him into your house.
Sure, like, I mean, why don't I do the gardening for
Or
him?
you should move into your mother and father's house, right? 'Cause
They should move out.
They're in the golden age of their life, like, you know, and just put them into the corner in a chair each. If you fire,
Yeah,
one on each side of the fire,
2 fires.
one on each side of the fire. That's where you put the old people, right? And you take over the house, and whenever they're talking with you, go, "Ed!"
Don't let them speak.
Don't let them speak. You stay in the house. You just pump out babies. You and Elaine. Does Elaine ever say how many babies she wants?
2 or 3, like.
Just 2 or 3.
2, I think.
Yeah, when you have one, you'll think different.
Probably. Boy and a girl, like, would be, obviously.
I bet you
Perfect.
you can't. You have names picked out and everything.
No, I don't actually.
Elaine probably does.
I think she does.
B1 and B2.
Yeah. Child 1, child 2. That's bad. So
What's the best video you've watched in the last while?
sure, I watch so much shit in TikTok. Like, it's ridiculous.
There's a really good one of a lad putting up a Christmas tree that's around the tree.
I watched one today of this boy, and I couldn't even explain it to you, but it was fucking hilarious. Like, he had this girl up on stage with him, and she was reading out his text messages to his ex that he had broke up with, right? But like, he had wrote the text messages to himself, and he was saying like, "Oh, I hope that you have the best."
What was that?
I don't know. It's on here, so it is.
What is it? Show me.
I'll get it free now.
Was it real?
No, like, it wasn't real at all. But he was saying that it was. Like, he was saying that this was his conversation with his girlfriend, and that was funny. Now,
I thought it was fucking real.
no.
I love real things.
I can't even find it now.
When
Like,
you're on the machine, do you ever see stuff that just like some stuff comes up and I have to laugh so hard at. I died laughing today
That's it
at a
there.
couple of things. Let me hear it. Put it up to the microphone, you get.
And to end the show, I would love to read a transcript of that final conversation. Would you mind coming up and reading the part of my ex-girlfriend? Is that
early
okay?
morning. I had to start. Like,
Put it up to the oak.
Thank you very much. Do you mind standing over here? What was your name again? I know I learned it and I have trouble with it because it's such a unique name. Eloise.
Closer.
Okay, cool. And that is your husband, David, right? Still? Thank you, Eloise. Do you mind just coming over a little bit? What's your occupation? You seem quite confident.
I'm an operations manager.
Operation manager? Are you serious? That's always been a passion of mine.
I don't get it.
it's just dry humor. Like, I thought it was really funny.
I'd rather stuff like this.
know that China and Japan are actually different countries? If you look at map, you can see. Japan is this little bitty country over here. The Japanese always trying to take over China. The Japanese rape and kill people in that cave. Suicide rate in Japan sky high. Fuck you. Oh no, I'm a Japanese and I had a bad day. I think I'm gonna kill myself. You get the fuck out of my place! Okay, hold on, please. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of my company! I fucked you at assembly.
South Park. It's probably my favourite.
Yeah, you love that, either.
How did they get away with it?
I don't know.
Like,
It's crazy, like.
Not a lot shocks me, but sometimes I watch South Park and it blows my mind
No,
because
South
if
Park's
it was
bad.
on anything else, it'd be banned.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you see the skit they're doing on? They're using Mr. Garrison to pretend to be Donald Trump.
No.
Oh, jeez. It's so good. It's
They
so
get away
good.
with murder, so they do, like.
It's so good. And he's there, he's sticking his thumb up on one's ass. And she's there, why are you the guy running for president? And he goes, yeah. And why did you stick your finger in my ass? Don't worry. I'm just keeping it warm because I'm going to stick it in that hot one's clam. And like, they don't care. They say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You wonder how they get away with it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it is fair funny.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
It's around sometime, though.
You're more into Rick and Morty.
I like Rick and Morty.
I tried. I listened. I watched season 1,
Yeah.
but I can't take to it as much as I do South Park and.
I love The Office as well, the US Office.
the English
so
Office,
funny,
like,
yeah.
It's so good. Dwight,
Oh, Dwight's class.
isn't he?
He's unbelievable in it.
I was listening to a podcast that he done. And he can't even remember,
I swear he was drinking the whole time, wasn't he?
and he was all bitter
Mm.
because he said he couldn't understand why he wasn't getting these huge movie roles. And like he was there afterwards, he can see I was in the biggest show in the world, and all I was wondering was why aren't they getting these big film roles?
Yeah.
Grass is always greener.
But you always see that though, like Kit Harington and all them boys, like
Who's that?
Jon Snow.
Oh yeah.
They find it hard, like they, get big movie days then. Sure, what do you call Aquaman? Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Didn't he say like that people didn't even know that he could talk because he was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones?
That was a great show.
Unbelievable. But the last season was horrendous.
I enjoyed it.
There should have been more, like.
I liked it. It was going on for so long. I wanted an end to it.
But like the Night King, like you were sitting there and you were like, this boy is going to tear the place asunder. Like there was this huge build up to how strong he was, and a wee switch of a knife killed him. It didn't make a bit of sense.
It was. I wish I had read the books first.
Yeah,
I didn't read the books because it was ruined.
yeah.
That's the nice thing about working in the wood, isn't it? All the audiobooks. And
Audiobooks.
stuff you can-
Well, you're big into them, like.
I love them.
I'd be on the phone a right bit during the day.
I don't.
Uh
I need a release from the phone.
your phone's a place of business, you see.
My phone is not for fun.
Nah, I'd be on the phone a good bit, like. But,
I remember when I used to be on the phone a good bit. I missed that. Trying so hard to get back to that.
but it's good. It's. I don't know. Hey, I don't know if I wasn't chatting the all use boys during the day, it'd be a boring old fucking job. So it would.
But audiobooks and stuff.
I know why, but like even when you have no service, like that time I was up in Slievenora, like I think it was 6 or 8 weeks there where I was just listening to podcasts, and like I went down that fucking hole like of Nazi Germany, like, and it was bleak.
But why did you pick such a bad hole?
Because
I was talking to you and I was
like
there. I was there. How about just climbing out of that hole and going something more
It was
lighthearted?
tight,
Yeah, it was mad.
It was bad, like
Did you ever listen to Dan Carlin's Hardcore History?
no.
It is the best documentation of human history I have ever listened to.
I must give that a listen to.
It is brilliant. Like, I mean, it's so good. And it goes from like ancient Greece all the way up to World War II.
Nazi Germany was mad.
Crazy.
Like killing fucking twin babies and all, and trying to see if they could make, twins. It was crazy, man.
Mad.
It was mad now.
There's a lot of weird stuff happened that nobody knows about now,
No.
isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Isn't it mad that you don't learn stuff like that in school?
No. We didn't. Well, we learned a bit about Nazi Germany, like, but
You don't really get it.
no.
They just breeze through it. You don't really get the human side of it. I think that's what's missing. It's the human side of it. Because people can't really grasp, you hear these numbers, this many people died. But when you see like how people were killed and how people were slaughtered and moved from one place to another like cattle and treated like very like not humans.
Sure, it was mad, like, so it was.
It's mad.
Like, they were burning them in front of one another, more or less, like, down the road. It was absolutely crazy.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
What was that? Alexander Solzhenitsyn. What was that fucking? Hey Siri, what book did Alexander Solzhenitsyn write? Gulag Archipelago.
I found this on the web for what book did Alexander Solzhenitsyn write. Check it out.
Yeah, the Gulag Archipelago.
You told me to listen to that.
Did you listen to it?
No.
You're such a cunt.
I'm still listening to the, what do you call it? Red
Red Rising.
Rising. I'm still listening to that.
That is one of the best series
Yeah.
of books that I've ever listened to.
It is. It's very good now.
Yeah, because I done the same thing. I went down this fucking rabbit hole of history and just wars, and it'd just depress you. It'd make you nihilistic.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I like a release of fiction. I've got into fiction novels, and really, really love that series.
No, it is good now. I'm listening to it at the minute.
You're not listening to it. You downloaded one book.
Aye, but I'm still listening, like.
How many months?
Months.
2 months.
It's 2 months, aye. But that's what I'm saying, like, I'm on the phone the whole time.
You're on the phone too much.
Chatting back.
So obviously you're just talking too much shite.
Chatting too much shit. That's what we're all about.
It is what we're all about.
Yeah.
You have to have a hard neck at this game, do you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be
Especially with
getting too
you
upset.
boys, aye. Aye, with you, like, you
Did you find that hard to get used to the leering?
No. I enjoyed it, like.
Sometimes you get annoyed over it.
Aye, but sometimes you can take it too far, like.
What?
David, like. One, like, you could say one thing and then just stay saying, like, you are a loser, hey.
I don't say that. I know I do say that. It'd be only for your own good.
I'd only messing, like.
Yeah.
But you still say it.
Well, it was done to me.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, the lads are fierce hard on me.
Yeah.
That's the way you have to be.
No, I know why, but tough love, like, it's strange.
See, I think that there's unresolved stuff there with me and you because you left.
Oh.
You know, because I do miss you.
I say you do, alright.
You know, I lost my little protege. Like, do you think Geppetto loved it when Pinocchio left?
No, I wouldn't say he did.
No, he didn't.
It's his ball.
He didn't. Did you see that clip where Family Guy? Is it Family Guy where Geppetto bends down in front of Pinocchio and he goes, "Now you can lie, Pinocchio, if you want. Did you take them cookies in the jar?" He goes, "No, I wouldn't lie to you. Could you just give it a try?" Did you see that?
No, I never did that.
Because obviously, you know, I'll try and explain.
Oh,
it to you.
yeah, no, I
He
get
wants
it.
the nose to grow.
Oh.
Yeah, and go into his buttocks.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be a sexual
Oh,
thing.
right.
Yeah. Be sexual innuendo in it.
Yes. Thank God you explained that, you know.
I like to be thorough with stuff like that.
no. You painted a picture for me.
I like to paint. I like to paint nice pictures. I do. Where are we now?
Hour 15, is it?
Already.
Yeah. Some
Okay.
shit talk.
I like shy talking.
Yeah.
I like shy talking.
Yeah.
Loads of people always ask me. That's what I find difficult about podcasts, right? Number one, it's hard to organise guests around my time. And loads of people ask me to get my family on all the time.
Yeah.
So I get asked all the time to get people on, and then I'm trying to get people on, and then you're trying to remember all the questions that they ask you because it's better coming from you. Young lad wants to get into forestry. What should they know? What's the main thing you'd let them know?
What's the main thing? I wouldn't expect, like, whenever I started, like, I wouldn't, like, just basically what we were talking about, like, you're not going to be that good at it. You just have to stay prodding away. I definitely wouldn't get into the machine and think that you're capable of doing something that you're not. Like, you see a lot of boys, like, they get into gear and, like, forestry machines are ridiculous money and they just wreck all around them because they think that by doing it fast, like, that you're a great lad. Like, I went slow enough and I think I'm a great lad now. Like, so
But that was the main thing we all told you.
Yeah.
And it's a hard line because what happens is you become proficient enough, and then your employers naturally want you to do more,
Obviously,
and be
yeah.
quicker. And when they see you spending a little bit of time stacking stuff,
They don't want it, like.
and they're there, you're not getting paid that. The lorry lads can do that, or don't mind that, get the timber out. But you have to tread a little line going, no, but I want to do it right and get faster.
It's that thing where, like, you know, you get to a point where you have to decide, well, you can scutter it out on the side of the road, like, and then no lorry man wants to lift it off you. And, like, for the likes of the boys there, like, were 99% of the timber that was been took off me was Dara and then David and Barry, like, you know what I mean? And you're not going to scutter out timber for your own, especially your own, like. So I just went slow as I got better, like I got a bit faster, like, and sure, then, like, you're throwing out timber and you're throwing it out well, but you're doing it fast as well. Or you could go the other way, like, and scutter it out, like, and you're nearly in 6 or 8 months' time, you're going to have to learn then to do it right anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because no one's going to put up with that, like.
No, and you want to be proud of what you do.
Aye, and you want to be proud of the gear that you're in.
Yeah,
Like,
mind
it's the life of them, like.
Yeah.
You know, like greasing and stuff like that there, they're too dear not to look after them. I know you say when they're new they don't need it.
When they're old,
they're out, they don't deserve it.
But the reality is you look after
you grease them every day, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And the reason that not everyone would, but I think it's a lot of people are now keeping them clean inside is because you're fucking sitting in it.
Yeah.
So the reason I keep it clean inside and the reason you keep it, it's a nicer place to be. So
It is, like.
You get in the morning and you're there, this is nice. This is a comfortable place to be. And did you ever get into a machine that someone was after driving and there's muck on the floor?
That's sickening, like.
And people think it's not a big deal, but the minute you open the door and a wind and dust, it just blows.
around the
Oh,
place
it's I can't.
That wee 830 that I was on, I remember we done a site down in Aina. So we did, me and John Ryan. And there was no air conditioning in that joke at all. Like, it just blew out hot air.
It's torture.
And, like, the colder you put it, the hotter the air got. Like, I don't know what was wrong with her. But
The air conditioner was working.
do you remember that summer, like, that I started though, David? It was like 4 or 5 weeks of just great weather. 3 or 4 anyway, so it was. And I mind coming down the road and I'd just have the door open all the time. And you'd have wasps, you'd have dirt, everything flying in around you, like. Oh God,
They're hard days.
Oh, that was hard. So it was.
You'd be manky.
And
the
then
sweat. Oh, you wouldn't be well. You get headaches.
in round here, and your forearms would be all sweaty, like, and you'd be feeling rotten. And then when it got real cold, then it took an hour for the machine to heat up in the morning.
Yeah,
because there was no night heaters or anything on her.
When you drive a few old jokes, you really appreciate the new ones.
Oh, I mean, even setting the night heater in the new machine when I got it, like, class.
Yeah.
Nice comfortable seat, like, and having the pads the way you want it and stuff like that, like, it is nice. New gear's hard to beat.
Oh, new gear's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love I remember the first decent machine I got. The first really nice machine I got was an 810C, and it wasn't even new. It had 6,000 hours on it. But I was after driving so many owl jokes, and I was so proud of that joke. And I was working for a lad that didn't really mind the machines, and they were always getting you to drive the shite out. And then you end up driving a yoke which is half broke.
Yeah.
Bars are broke on it. Your boss isn't fixing them. They're telling you to dog out timber. They're telling you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. And anyone that comes into the woods looks at you and thinks, this fucking rough cunt.
Aye, and that's the way it is.
And you give yourself a bad name.
Yeah.
And I swore I'd never do that again.
But I think it's changed now though, David, because gear's got so expensive.
Oh, there's still pigs out there.
Oh, there's definitely pigs, like, but more men are better now to look after yokes than what there used to be.
Yeah.
You know, and bosses are more on the machines being kept, like, because they're too dear. You know, your trading value and all that there sort of shit there matters now, like.
Would you love to drive lorries?
No. I like lorries though. I like the look of them, like, and all that, like, but nah, no interest. Definitely not. You?
I have a thing.
But like, you don't really want to drive a V8.
I wouldn't give a fuck whether it was VR.
or a 750.
I like 750s.
Aye.
I know. I do. I love lorries.
See that new black one,
I did.
Eldrin's,
Yeah. So nice.
unbelievable.
No,
Like,
but lorries
you
are
want to
cool.
drive that, like?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be driving them in the wood.
No,
It's too hard minding them.
very hard.
But lorries are cool.
There,
I just know it's a really hard job.
especially timber too. Like timber's dirty, so
It's rough.
you're getting in and out of them too.
Cunts
and-
like you coming in on the road.
I'd say this is the first time I've been out on the road in a year or so. You only get to come out on the road in leash.
That is not true.
It's looking very like it.
I was up in Wicklow coming on the road. You do it where it suits.
Well then,
If you see what happens is in leash, you have very water sensitive sites. So you have a lot of water, you have perimussel, you have all these areas in the aquatic zones that have to be looked after.
yes,
To the,
you can't do that
to the
behind the
9th
stack.
degree. Well, if there's a drain there and you have to keep 10 meters away from it, no, Sean.
Yes,
No, you can't.
I get you do.
Right? Did you do your EIA courses?
I did that.
Yeah, well, you'd want to refer to him there.
Well, I've seen a few sites you've done by.
perfection.
Not one drain to be seen.
I feel that we all should be coming out on the road.
I think so too. I think
And in Tennant,
first and second tannins,
in
definitely.
Tennant, it's a joke not coming out on the
Ah.
road. Because you're going in, you're taking a swipe off the front, and then you have to go in for the second Tennant, take another swipe off the front. You're making muck inside in the wood.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're going in for your clear fell, you're drawing brash, you're fucking around.
We've went to more sales and you're just drawing brash. You could be drawing brash for a day
It's so frustrating.
because these tannins, man, like,
Sean,
you know, these fucking tannins, man,
I want
making
nobody.
a shit of the place.
Nobody is better than us Tennants men. Because us Tennants men can do everything. You know this.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Like, I would agree.
You know this.
Sure, I'm at the clear.
You can go from fucking
Clearfell's handy,
Tennants to Clearfell holiday. You can go from
Yep.
Clear, but you can't go from Clearfell to Tennants. Well, people find it hard,
Tannins is harder, like, definitely. Like,
especially on a harvester.
you know, you see Greg and Seamus and John and Gah there now too. Like fuck me. Hey, there's some planning there, tannins, like.
No, it's mad. Like I have a lot of harvesting done. Like I have a lot of harvesting done in my life in forestry, and I would go into a clear fell, and if I have the right machine, I feel very proficient. I feel that I am as good as anyone. And then I go into tenons and I'm flying and flying. Then you get certain woods where it'll be second generation and you'd be fucking rough. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering, where do I go? Am I drifting? Am I taking the right lane? Am I planning it properly? And that's when the likes of Greg and all these old school lads and Packy and
All them boys know
all
what they're
them
about.
boys,
There.
they just cut. Real high production. Whereas I get so fucking tired. I'd be wrecked. I could do a fucking 16-hour day on the fodder. And on the harvester, if I'm thinking all day,
8 hours.
consistent,
8 or 10 hours, you'd be bollocks.
bollocksed.
Your eyes would be standing on your head.
You'd be wrecked. It's
Yeah.
a very, very intensive job on the head.
Yeah, it is. Hey?
Yeah. Whereas in Clearfell, you can tip away and
Doesn't really matter. No, that is true. Like, but the Clearfell's nicer. Like, Clearfell work is far nicer.
yeah. I really, really though want to do some big work. Like I have an ache to do some work with
Yeah.
big gear.
Yeah,
Like I'm dying to go. I'd love to go out to America. If I had a heap of money in the morning, I'd fly out to America and I'd ask someone to let me drive for free.
like how big? Like
I wanna-
9.5 mammoth stuff.
yeah.
Or?
I want to drive the big stuff. I want to
Yeah.
I want to drive a skidder, a bogey skidder.
Yeah,
I look at them, I think it's so cool.
yeah. No, they are class. They are class.
Because it's going to be in an industry and not have to just dip your toe into one aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I suppose but like I mean, we'll never get to do that.
Wouldn't it be nice to go on holidays and do it?
Yeah, but sure. What would be the chances? The only person that might get to do that would be yourself. The boys over there would know. Like,
Can you see the amount of lads are asking me to do it?
no,
No, none. No one.
unbelievable. Like,
Mad.
I know a lad out in Canada now, and he was on to me about coming out there about 2 or 3 years ago. The driving machine, but never materialised. Like,
You never went to Australia or anything like that? Never had any
never
interest?
had the ache to go there at all. I love Ireland. It's Gorgeous wee country.
It's easy loving when you're gone half the time, holidays all the time.
I tell you, hey, see the shite
How
here.
many different countries
Every-
have you been in this year?
I was in Iceland there at the start of the year.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Lovely.
Best holiday I was ever on.
Yeah.
Unreal. Went to Sweden there with Mark.
Lovely.
That's a nice spot too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. Did you go see Santi?
No.
Good, because he doesn't live in Sweden. That would have been someone else.
Where does he live? Eh?
He lives up in North Pole.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
That was a rookie mistake.
Where else did you go? France?
I went to Paris,
Lovely.
me and Elaine.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Holiday. Where else did you go?
That was really about it. We went to Portugal.
Went to Portugal.
Went to Portugal as well.
Portugal.
That was it.
Did you not do a few weekends?
No, I never went nowhere else.
Did your father have the weekend?
Mm.
He took a
Has
day
it
off.
every year?
Did you take a day off? Or?
No, I took no days off. I
I think he did.
No.
I think he did.
No, don't think I did. Hey.
Look, I'm only jealous.
I don't take that many days off, David.
Hey, don't mind me. I'm only jealous. Because I'd only love to be taking time off.
Would you? You're too busy to take time off, then, are you?
Just busy.
Oh,
I'm mad to go on holidays.
why don't you?
Lockdown lifts now. I'll get my hair cut, and I go to Clarny for the weekend.
Fuck.
I really want to get a bit more time for myself.
You should go to Loud Boys Fan Club weekend.
I can never go to that.
Why?
I have too many kids.
Sure, like, hey,
It's too hard to organise.
you'd enjoy it, like,
I wouldn't.
and they'd enjoy you. Traveling man, like,
Oh, that was back
that
in
was
the
the
day.
tune then, boy.
When I was in the band with Sean, I used to sing a couple of songs. And we'd be driving along in the van. And Sean would be there. You have to start singing a song. I go, can I sing this song? No, you're not singing that song. Can I sing this song? No. Here's the song you're singing. Oh, I am a little traveling man. Some people call me Tinker Dan. And I was like, and I remember when we were doing the practicing and he telling me how to sing it. Like, a bit more of this. Hit, 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 hit. More of this. Here, hit, get him going. Gonna be dancing, David. You know, get him going.
Yeah.
Oh, I am a little traveling man. Some people call me Tinker Dan.
But they loved it, like, fans loved you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was funny.
They thought you were class, eh?
What was there? The other one was Merry-Go-Round.
You sang that, did you?
Yeah. Here we go around the merry. Yeah.
Very good, eh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that now.
Yeah. I sang that as well.
You got to go out on a few holidays though, didn't you?
They went to Alicante and a few places like that. But I got shocking lonely at.
It does be, yeah.
And it was a long, the travelling, no one could understand. Like
You think that you're just getting up on stage and then going home again, like?
It's like, it was basically like leaving the house on a Wednesday or a Thursday and getting into a van in Moat and then you're driving the whole way to Belfast or Larne and then you're on a boat for 2.5 hours
Yeah.
and then you could literally be in the van for like 6-7 hours with lads that are not your age.
No.
Like Mark was the soundest. Like Mark
Mark
was the
was good
soundest, the
crack,
drummer.
yeah.
That cunt would sleep.
Oh, you'd sleep standing up, sir.
And then there was one lad, Craig. Oh Jesus, we just didn't see eye to eye, me and Greg.
It's very surprising.
Very surprising. And I just found it really, really difficult. And I was fat as a pig.
Yeah. It's not a healthy lifestyle,
No.
though. Like, I think it's a wee bit better now, though.
Yeah, it probably is a wee bit
A
better
wee
now.
bit better now.
But I found it very difficult, and I just had to stop because no social life either. All my friends were going out with the weekend, and I missed the timber. I just missed it
Yeah.
because I left the timber because I got a bit burnt out with it. But now I'm back, and I love it.
Oh, hey, you
And
can't
look,
be stopped.
I can't be stopped now. I am the timber industry.
You are timber. You are timber. I enjoyed the band, sir. The boys were good crack, like, and what I found the funniest about when you were with them sort of boys, like, you know, they were a good bit older than me even, and they all use Cockney slang.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's so fucking funny, like.
Yeah, Fred Astaire.
Like, John McHugh got into the van one day and he goes, something about some boy in an Inish baffin. And I looked at my eyebrows, what the fuck's an Inish baffin? So he's in the coffin, like, or he's in a coffin. I dig him out a bottle of Chaz and Dave, pull a bottle of Inish baffin. And I was like, what is he on about? Like,
Well, explain because they won't know.
it's just, he said that he was going to pull him up out of the grave, a Chaz and Dave, and then take him out of Inish baffin and sell his tin of fruit, which was a suit, like. It was really funny.
I used to think it was fierce funny that they had that so they could talk about people in front of people.
Yeah, people knew exactly what they were saying.
Yeah.
though.
So like, oh, look at Fred and that lad.
The boy's bad fat, sir.
Yeah, oh, Fred or Dick.
Everything, sir.
So that would mean the hair is ridiculous. Oh, look at the Fred on your one. Oh, Fred or Dick.
Oh, it was fucking cat day. Oh, they thought they were being pure slay too.
One night, I was supposed to sing my song, and the lads made me laugh so hard I couldn't sing it, and I had to just give up on it because we were waiting for one to come in, and they were there. I was there. How will I know who she is? And goes, oh, she's at the fag machine, and they go, which side? You go, both. Both sides of it. And when I seen her, I was there. I got it, and I couldn't sing my song. Just got into a little bit of laughing.
Oh God. But they're brutal. Like, see all them bucks like in Now Boys band at the time. They're so past remarkable. Like,
Oh, shocking. And every one of them fat.
oh, it's fucking
All of them,
scandalous. eh?
bellies hanging out.
Yeah, scandalous.
And
eh?
Sean was so strict. You know, you had to be clean shaven.
Yeah.
You had to iron your shirt and had to be
Oh yeah,
clean
they have
and
ones or
tie.
not too in the
Yeah.
tie. How scandalous they was.
I know. Oh, me and you were working today,
Yeah, I was working
and you're working tomorrow.
tomorrow. You're working tomorrow too.
Yeah. Sure, we're getting food tomorrow.
We're getting the wee bit.
It's nice to eat together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the families that eat together or stay together, seemingly.
This is the first time we've ever been able to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
Well, no. When we were working in Castlecomer, we
Oh
had a
yeah,
good bit.
yeah.
That was during lockdown.
that was
That was cool
nice.
because there wasn't that many people about.
Not nobody.
We had great old crack then.
Yeah.
But we're doing a podcast here, and it's Thursday night. And what night is it? The
6th or 7th?
6th or the 7th. And we were both working today.
7th. We were
You-
both up early.
You have what tons out today?
3:40, I think.
Fuck me, that's production.
Yeah,
I've only like 90 out.
I know, but sure, it's just the gear, like
Yeah.
it's the gear and the timber we're on, like, you know, there's a huge difference there, like.
And I came in, I brought up 24 boxes. And then Sean came in. He said we get this podcast out. I am constantly trying to get Sean and them to come down and do little regular spots, and well, it's just so hard.
It is, it is.
Like, you're going to go to bed tonight the minute you get home,
Yeah, probably.
because you normally go to bed around 9:30,
No, 10:30, 11, like.
and you go up most mornings at what?
4:30.
That's your day.
That's my day then. Get to the wood, horse-out timber.
How many
Head
hours do you
home.
work a week
55.
in the machine?
Yeah,
Then drive home,
drive home. Most nights go to the gym.
and you watch what you eat.
Try and watch what I eat. You know yourself, like.
You're on a fast now. How's it going?
That's right.
You're nearly there though.
Oh, we're nearly there.
It's a
We're nearly
36-hour fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished today. I felt great.
Yeah, sure. Hey, it'll be grand. So it's not a bother on it, but
You'll be like Adonis tomorrow before we get lunch.
maybe so.
Sean does
Well-
this thing when we go into Mount Trap, because he doesn't be around that much and people all know him. When we go into the restaurant tomorrow, he'd walk in with no top on. It does be so embarrassing. And Greg would be like, Sean,
What are you doing? There?
just put on your fucking top,
Put
for
something
God's
on the
sake.
fuck, like.
And the fucking, and he probably has a Christmas nipple piercing on.
I do.
The Christmas tree
Yeah.
comes out once
2
a
week
year.
Christmas trees.
No, you have only one piercing.
No, I got the second one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sure, Jesus, one didn't look right, like.
Cemetery. It's all about the
It's
cemetery.
all about symmetry.
It's all about cemetery. We're only joking about the nipple piercing. All the women would be fucking creaming themselves. But Sean, thanks a million for coming on.
I know what, David.
And the next time, we're going to have to bring on your friend.
Who's that?
No, your man.
Who?
They're just shipping back from Afghanistan. Just
Super Army Soldier.
super army
So
soldier.
that man there's a way fucking. You wouldn't know what he's doing.
He runs 50, 60 miles a week.
Aye, on average, like there's
Puts
weeks
a
he
bag
puts
on his back, fills it with bricks.
Mm.
What do they call it? Hard
His-
75.
His shoes are made of concrete.
Fuck me.
Mm.
Really?
No, that's a fact.
He drove his own mother to the hospital when she was giving birth to him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He had a gummy bear once. Shit, a real bear.
He shot a grizzly. Yeah.
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 Yeah. He's some way up.
Oh, hi.
Well, anyway, thanks a million.
No bother, bye.
Now we'll go help me do a bit of packing and stuff. Chat to you later, John.